any of us. So
Okay.
you're the first.
Well, I want to welcome everyone this evening and Happy New Year. It's 2019. Hey, listen, 2018 was a good year, but 2019 is going to be a great year for you all. And I am so excited about Los Cabos and this call tonight. And we're going to have several different sessions once a month to get onto these calls. But first, before we get started, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Tammy Evans. I'm a leadership development coach in the West Virginia, part of Virginia, and part of Kentucky area. And so much love my team and Avon representatives all together. So we are going to have so much fun on these sessions together. And my partner in crime is Miss Lane Lake, and I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hey guys, I am Lane Lake. I'm obviously a leadership development coach along with Tammy, and I get the pleasure of serving the upstate of South Carolina, a little fabulous part of North Carolina, and then the upper part down to Atlanta of Georgia. So a great area full of awesome leaders, and they have also been very successful leaders in the past with earning trips. So I can't wait to see how many of them will achieve this year. And just to get you guys a little bit excited, the fun fact about these incentives, and this just is for the area that I'm in, and it's always been true in our area, most of the people that are going to earn this trip aren't with Avon right now. So keep that in mind as we're going through that today. And just remember, the possibility of a person that is going to make the trip on your team isn't on your team yet. So let that drive you as you are working through this incentive every single campaign, okay?
Absolutely. Thanks, Lane. And I just ditto what you said, because I know people that won the trip to Bahamas and trip to Bermuda last year. A lot of those people were brand new people. And just when you're out talking to people, tell them about, hey, would you like a vacation or earn a trip to Los Cabos? All expense paid. You know, those are words to use, and that works. I mean, people are ready for vacation, especially after, you know, the winter time that we're going through, and this vacation actually is going to be in June. So what a great time to go to Mexico and lay on the beach, right? So in talking about that, I would love for you just to close your eyes right now and just imagine laying on a beach at about 80 degrees, putting on your suntan lotion, and holding your favorite drink in your hands, and even a cabana boy coming by and asking if you need anything. And, you know, of course, we have to say the cabana guy has dark hair, and I'm getting some background noise. If you all could put yourself on mute, you just click on your microphone, and that puts you on mute. If you all can find your microphone and just mute yourself. Okay, so back to the cabana boy. He's laying, he's not laying there. He's walking beside you, and he's got big muscles. And could I help you, ma'am? And guess what? Your drinks are free. How many would you like? And would you like an appetizer with that? Maybe some lobster or some shrimp cocktail, or maybe even a prime rib. What could I bring you? A towel to go swim on the beach or in the pool? I mean, check out this picture. Open your eyes. Imagine that you're laying on one of these chairs beside your significant other, or maybe even your best friend, and you're getting a massage. So, and you're planning for the day to go snorkeling. Just imagine all of the things that you can do on this trip that you've earned for one or two, and it's all expenses paid. So, in imagining all that, guess what this trip includes? 3-night hotel stay at the Hyatt, is that Ziva? And then all expense package with unlimited food and beverage that your Cabana boy is going to bring you. And airfare paid all round trip. Your ground transportation to and from the hotel in Mexico. You will get the biggest welcome reception that you've ever been to. Awesome welcome reception. And then a farewell reception, which will be just as big as the welcome reception. Food, drinks, dancing, fun. And this all approximately totals $1,600. Fabulous. We're practically handing it over to you. So what I want to ask you next, though, and I really want you all to participate, is who knows how to get to Los Cabos? Anyone? Have you heard anything about it or even care how to get there? Have you heard the talk online? Who knows how to get there? I know you know, Lane, but we need them to answer. Somebody.
Gordon says no clue. Marie says I work Lane's spreadsheet.
Oh, how funny.
We're gonna talk about that spreadsheet a little bit later, Marie. So Kayla says no clue.
Oh my goodness. Who does have a clue?
We're gonna have to.
Somebody's not been paying attention.
Well, Diane, Nola Hatcher, could you tell us how to get there?
Recruit, get $150 orders from all recruits, have orders of over 300 to earn points, over 500 earn more points, all that good stuff.
So it sounds like you said recruiting, sales. How else can you get? What are you getting when you recruit or you sell?
Points.
Points. How else can you get points besides
points?
Title.
Yes. When you advance in title, Lori, thank you. There's a couple other ways. How else can you get points?
Your team. Someone on your team advance.
Sales.
Yes. Sales, absolutely. Team advancing. So you get mentor bonus, right? And you get the mentor points. Very good. So let's just look at what you all been talking about. So in campaigns 1 through 8, let's say you have a clean slate because you could have gotten points, right, with the Head Start. But let's just say you have a clean slate. That's how we're going to play today, okay? So Nola told us you sell between $300 and $499, you get 100 points. When you sell over $500 in each campaign, campaigns 1 through 8, you get 200 points each campaign that you sell the $500 or more. When you recruit, which could be either Alma leads or personal leads, and when they are qualified new recruits, Alma, you get 150 points. Personal, you get 300. And then Lori talked about advancing in title, which is 1,000 points. That is the big dog right there. That's the big one. You want that 1,000 points, okay? And then each time your qualified new recruit places a $150 order or more, that's each campaign that they place a $150 order or more after their first order of 150, okay? In their first or second order, you get an additional 100 points every time that new qualified recruit places $150 or more. That's huge. We're going to give you some scenarios later on that Lane's going to talk about that's going to show you how easy it is to earn this trip. And then lastly, Lori and Nola, you were talking about mentoring someone on your team. It might be a brand new person that, like Lane said when we got started, that hasn't even signed up on your team yet. When you mentor them to promote to a new leadership title, so what is the very first title we're talking about? What's the new leadership title that you get a bonus for? What's the first title?
Yes, Marie, bronze ambassador.
Yes. So would I get points for a star promoter?
No.
No. So when you mentor someone to bronze ambassador, that's when you get 500 points. So be thinking about that as we move along through these slides. So, oh, I don't want to show that. That was just a sneak peek. So somebody tell me, how many points do you need to earn the trip for 1 and the trip for 2? You can come off mute and tell us.
The 7,000 for 1 and 11,000 for 2.
Well, Lori, that's a lot, but guess what? It's not that much. Who knows?
5 and 7.
We've got in the chat box from Tanya Marie and Tanya. We've got 5,000 for a trip for 1 and 7,000 for a trip for 2. So, Lori, you were correct. That was our last incentive, the cruise that we gave away. Those were the point values. So we've made it even easier to achieve.
Absolutely. So Lori's smiling right now. She's like, yeah, I can take I know Lori very well. She wants to take her husband to Mexico.
She looks like she's writing a little harder now than she was earlier. I'm just saying.
Lane, if you could see her husband, I just have to say, you won't need a cabana boy if Lori's husband goes, okay? He's a hottie. He is, I have to say.
Woo!
He is a hottie.
Girl.
I'm allowed to say that for Lori. Lori and I are that close.
Well, we've got a competition because Rhonda's hubby's going too. So watch out, cabana boys. That's all I have to say.
So let me ask this question. Let's just say, because if it was me, I would go. I don't want to take the trip. Maybe I can't because maybe I live with my mother and I'm taking care of her. You know, there's all kinds of different situations why maybe I couldn't go. So if I can't go, will I get a reward? Does anyone know? Am I just going to lose
Jordan
it?
says yes. Jordan, tell me what the reward is. Marie says 500 or 1,000, and Rhonda says dollars. Yes, dollars.
500 big ones, or if I win the trip for 2, I get $1,000. That's huge. You know what? That's about what, June? Hey, maybe I could take the trip in August if I couldn't go in June, right? But you earn a trip for 1, earn a trip for 2, so $500 or $1,000. That was correct. And then we can move on to the next.
Hey, Tammy, let me butt in for just a second on there because I love reading the fact guide, the details of it, because in order to win an incentive, you have to know the incentive. So keep in mind, if you are just wanting to go with yourself, maybe all the people you know are that uncool, they don't want to go with you, you could earn the trip for 2. You have the option, if you earn the trip for 2 and you're just going by yourself, to pick your own room or a $500 cash payout along with it. So just because you hit the trip for 1, don't stop. Keep on going, okay? Because I don't know about you, but $500 in Mexico spending money, that could do something, right?
Oh, wow. Absolutely. I love it when the trip is earned plus I get spending money, okay? So also, while you're saying that, Lane, I'll just go ahead and say there is also a buy-in. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
So you win a trip for 1 and you didn't win a trip for 2 and you would love for your significant other to come. Does anyone know how much it is for the buy-in? Check that out yet? I've got
Isn't
the,
it?
I've got
Say
the,
it.
I've got the winning answer. What did you
Tell
say?
us, Tammy.
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
How much is it if someone wants to buy in? If you win a trip for one and you want your hubby or significant other or best friend to go, how much would it cost? You know? It's $1,200. That's not that bad. You know? I mean, that would be easy to save up by June. And then if it's a grandchild that you'd want to take or a child ages 1 through 12, it's just $750 to take them. So that does not include airfare though. Okay. Anything else, Lane, with this?
Love it. So why don't we just work on everyone getting that trip for 2, and then no one has to worry about the buy-in, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, so another sneak peek. Did you all see that?
You're giving away all of our secrets tonight, Tammy.
No, I'm so excited though because I seen Natasha Leitner laying on the first prize. Does anyone know what the prizes are? Earning them up till you get the trip? Does anyone know what the first prize is? Someone's chatting in the chat room, Lane. Can you see that?
Rhonda says towel. Marie says towel.
Yes.
Are they right?
They're right. It is a towel. I'm going to show you a picture in just a minute, and it's my favorite color too. And then that's 1,000 points, okay? So how many points do you have to get the second prize, and what is it? Does anyone know?
Marie says the second prize is a tote. Tanya says the tote's 2,000.
Absolutely, 2,000 points.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and you need the towel and the tote to go to Mexico, right? Laying on the beach. Absolutely.
And for the Cabana boy.
Yeah. So what is the third prize?
Marie says 3,000 and the mirror brush set.
Absolutely. And Lane, we talked about this. I get the towel and I get the tote. You get the mirror and the brush set, right?
I thought I should just get all of it.
Oh, well. Okay.
Shouldn't we just all earn all of it and then not worry about it? We'll be fine.
Love it, absolutely. Because if someone out, like if you had the brush set and was using it, I would want it. So yeah, we're going
to. Yeah, that's true.
So now, are y'all ready to see it? Are you ready to see it?
Yes. It's
And
so cute.
Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I want it.
I love it. I love those colors so much. And what a great pattern.
So
I want those brushes so bad, Tammy.
Who else wants it besides Lane and I? Who wants the towel and the tote?
Anybody? Rhonda says she wants it all.
Okay.
That's my kind of girl. Marie says she wants it all too.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. And Lori, I know you want it all, right?
Plus some.
Okay, Diane.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I have yet to meet an Avon representative that doesn't want to earn everything, right?
Can I just tell you all that I have about 6 bags hanging on my door right here, totes from Avon.
And I think Tammy.
Oh, am I froze?
But she is, yeah.
Oh, there she's back. Tammy, you were frozen, darling.
Oh, no. Well, I was telling y'all how funny. I look over on my doorknob over here. I have about 6 Avon totes, and I'm sure everybody on this call has at least a couple totes here or there. We love our Avon bags. We can't help it.
So here's a question. Does who on your team is excited about earning these items along the way? Or has there been anybody, I don't think Rhonda already said, has anyone on your teams earned any of these great gifts yet?
You got to get over it, Josh. Okay, bye.
No, not yet. Well, I know Rhonda said that she did. So Sharon has her towel. Awesome. So keep in mind, these are, as soon as they're achieved shipping to you, the mirror and the brush set ship after earning in campaign 5. So your representatives do have to place an order order to get it.
Tell me what.
So think about these awesome sets. How would you guys leverage talking with your representatives on your team to maybe get them excited about this? What are some of the things that you guys have started talking about?
So Lane, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So if I was a leadership representative and I, was recruiting, but I didn't recruit anybody, but I was doing my sales, could I win this towel?
How could you not?
Right. So,
Absolutely.
so some people may think, oh, Los Cabos, I can't win a trip to Los Cabos. I just started, or I haven't recruited very many people. They don't realize they can still win this towel, this tote, this mirror, makeup brush set by just doing doing their job, by just selling the awesome products and bringing on a friend.
And Tammy, it's just a great reminder to sometimes how small our representatives, or even our friends for that matter, how small people's window can be in knowing what their opportunity is and if they actually could do it. So most of our representatives, it's been a trend, and someone tell me I'm wrong, because I would love for someone to do that. They count themselves out before they even play the game, before they even got started. So here's a great thing that you can leverage along the way, because these ship out immediately. And guess what? If someone doesn't want to go on the trip, there's cash, but why don't we take them step by step and start simple? How could they earn that towel? How could they earn that tote? Well, heck, don't stop. You're almost to the mirror and the brush set. So in order to keep them going along the way, this is a great encouragement. And one success leads to more on your team by someone sharing what they have gotten, sharing where they're at. And as leaders, you guys have access to all of this information of what your team is doing and how many points they have on Vibe. And it is updated daily with the things that are happening in their business. So use that as leverage. And anytime you're wanting to do a goal, and Tammy, we were asking about resolutions, we can't lose 50 pounds in a day, right? We have to start small. We have to do one day at a time. Just like this, we've got to do one campaign week at a time, or one brochure at a time, or one online sale at a time. And that way we can leverage those things in our business, because these small steps in the end will equal big steps.
Absolutely, Lane. And just what we did today, I asked you, who do I follow on Instagram that is working out, and getting healthier? And you told me a lady's name. I instantly looked her up. So what can you do to help your team just take that first small step? So maybe a teaser. So you all tell me, somebody give me an idea what you can do today, tonight on social media that you could put out a little teaser. What's one thing you could do?
And feel free to come off mute, ladies.
Our home is basically just taking pieces of mesa.
Anybody have an idea? I know we have, 14 people on here. We have an idea floating out there somewhere. Just a small step. What could you do?
Tammy, this is Amy. I would use the all paid trip to get people's attention.
Amy, I heard that it was you, but I couldn't hear what you said exactly. Could you repeat that?
I would put out like an all expense paid. I would use something like that in order to pique people's interest.
Absolutely. She said she would put out all expense paid. That's great. That's, just like you would say, it's only $3.99. That only word is something small that gets people's attention, right? Or clearance or sale. So in this situation it's an all expense paid vacation.
So when was the last time you went on one?
Right. Well, I have. And guess what? It's been with Avon. It's been with Avon. Who else on this call has been on an all expense trip paid? I know a couple of you that have.
Me. Me.
Diane, you went on an all expense
Want to
paid.
call me?
Where did you go?
Disney.
Disney. And who took you on that all expense paid trip?
Me. Avon and Joanne.
So her leader, because Diane was a top leader in this downline on this team, the leader had 2 people. She could take one person with her. She decided to take her downline because she helped her get there. I think that's awesome. So, you know.
Hey, Tammy, speaking about that, there was a question in the chat box kind of on that same thing. Jordan was asking if she can take a rep on the trip if she wins the trip for 2, or can a rep go in as a buy-in? And the answer to that is yes, they absolutely can. So the only thing that they can't do is you guys can't take me or Tammy with you. So I'm sorry.
Shoot.
Dang, I know I got marked a few off my list there, but that's okay.
But you know, while I was saying that and thinking, my light bulb went off. I don't know if anyone else's did, but talking to Nola about that. So Nola helped Joanne win that Disney trip, right? So think about that. Who on your list or on your team, maybe they're not on your team, who could help you win the trip to Los Cabos, and your top person could be that second person going with you? I mean, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So let's move on, Lane, because, you know, we've just touched on this trip. Now we can really get into the meat and potatoes. So take it away, Miss Lane.
I love meat and potatoes, by the way. And Marie said that she's leaving her hubby at home. I like that. So let's talk a little bit about some upcoming little points a little bit, because in the incentive when it first launched, Avon mentioned that they were going to offer double points. So someone tell me, what is getting ready to happen in campaign 3? I like to pick on people, by the way, too. So
double points on online sales.
Yeah, Tanya, double points on online sales. I love that Tanya spoke up because she knew that I would probably call on her. It's happened in the past. Yes, double the points for your online sales orders in campaign 3. This is a great opportunity for our top sellers to really dive in on this and make an impact and get closer to, let's say, maybe the brush or mirror set, or make it a little bit more achievable for their trip. Can anyone tell me anything about this offer specifically? Is there anything that you have to have before Avon will double that? Oh, we're getting quiet. So keep in mind, in campaign 3, Avon is going to double your points as for your sales as long as you have at least one online order that bills in campaign 3. So if you guys have sales between $3 and $4.99, you're going to get 200 incentive points. If your sales are 500 or more, you're going to receive 400 incentive points. Just a reminder that your online store, it actually bills out 2 days prior to the close of the campaign. So the order must bill and ship before campaign 3 updates. So that is one of the little kickers to make sure that you're speaking about not only, you know, reminding yourself, but also your team as well. So that's a great little helper that Avon's giving us, which makes those points in that trip a little bit more achievable. But Tammy, isn't there something else that's happening right now in campaign 2?
I believe there is. But listen, you
Oh,
really like sparked something. Like I'm really thinking hard here, okay? Trying to support these great leaders that got on this call. So you said they needed an online order, at least one online order to get their double points for their sales in campaign 3, right?
yeah, I did.
So we have to think of different ways we could use social media and get more people ordering from us now, like campaign 2, like now, okay? And when we do that and people are following us more, so we get as many followers as we can on Facebook, on Instagram, on Pinterest, we start talking about those double points. And what's that? We could probably get what? When we start talking about the vacation, the double points, the earning, what are we going to get? Anybody?
Marie says recruiting points. Oh, wait, that might have been the question to campaign 2 that I asked.
Oh, okay. But that's
Marie, you got it, girl.
But yes, campaign 2, Marie, you're correct. You get double points. And listen, I've never known Avon to do this. Double points in campaign 2 when you have an Alma or a personal recruit, qualified new recruit, okay? Then you get double points in campaign 3 for your sales. Tell me that they're not trying to help you all with this trip. I believe they want every leader to go on this trip to Mexico. Don't you, Lane?
I do. I think they want to sell out the resort. How cool would that be?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And fun. Absolute fun.
Oh my gosh. Yes. There's never been an experience, a trip, an event that has not been a ball with Avon. And, you know, keep in mind that there's also maybe you have that person that doesn't have someone to go and they might be a little nervous. Well, I don't know about you, but thinking about an Avon event, everyone that I've ever met there, it turns into a friend, or everyone's always included to join in. There's no exclusions. We're all the same Avon family, which is a great perk. So don't let that stop you or stop anyone on your team from going. So just think of the friends that someone could meet or the new friends that you could meet. So let's talk about campaign 2, Tammy, a little bit, because, you know, we aren't done with it yet. I mean, we still got till Tuesday at 5 o'clock, so there's plenty of time. So someone tell me, you know, what is happening in campaign 2? Actually, I apologize. Marie already told me recruiting points in campaign 2, but what's the recruiting points? Like, what is that? What does it really mean?
Marie says qualified new recruit.
Recruits, absolutely. And this is the one I thought everyone was gonna like jump at me and like be like, ooh, because I don't know about you, but I have not had a single conversation with a leader that has not been working their pending appointments like crazy this campaign, trying to re-engage after the holiday. But yes, campaign 2, any new qualified recruit, regardless of when they got started or when they had their contract signed, will be double the points. And that is personal, and that is also Alma too as well. So just think of the possibilities with that. So any thoughts of how you could talk to someone that maybe has been a pending appointment to get them re-engaged? Have we had anybody with any success on that this year, since it is the new year with some resolutions? Oh, we're being quiet tonight. You know, Tammy, I don't mind awkward silences, do you?
No. The
No,
power
not at
of
all.
the pause, girl. Power of the pause.
My famous move, I'll take a sip. Man, we haven't had any successes yet this year reaching out to those pending people, the people that maybe ran out of money during the holidays and they're needing to recoup some cash. Well, doesn't that sound like an opportunity, Tammy?
And I'm not picking on anyone, but I know my Diane Hatcher has success with pending appointments. So Diane, will you just give us something you would say to someone that maybe wasn't interested in campaign, 23 or 25, but maybe they are now and they don't know how to get back. What would you say to them when you make the phone call?
Sometimes I don't get answers, but I leave messages. I'm reaching out. You showed that you wanted to start earning money with Avon, and I'm here to support you. If you have any questions, concerns about starting this, call or text me, and I'm support you. Avon's got lots of money on the table for new recruits. Don't miss out on this earning opportunity.
That's great, Noah.
I just drew a blank.
No, that is great. Just trying to re-engage with those people and reaching out to them is the best part. I'm going to share I asked this because I actually had a success today. Talking to Renee Walton, which she couldn't be on tonight because I asked her if she would be able to share. But she's actually had some great success just within the last week of reaching out to those old pending appointments because they got started for a reason, right? So some of the things that I wrote down that she said that she just engaged, and it wasn't long, it was just really short. She would say hey to whoever it was. You started and purchased a kit, and she did put the amount down, what it was, to remind them what the dollar amount of their investment was. Tell me, why were you interested in the first place? What were you looking to get out of it? And she just flat out just asked them. And she said she had more success with that question than she had. It was short, it was simple, and she actually had 3 people place their orders that got started this week from that. So it was a great opportunity to re-engage, great open-ended question because she was looking for anything. It wasn't a yes or no or any statements. So I wanted to share that with you as far as the success. It doesn't have to be magical. It doesn't have to be the right words. Sometimes it can just be simple to re-engage someone. So keep in mind, if we are expecting answers, we have got to ask questions, correct?
Absolutely.
That was beautiful, Tammy. Thank you. So let's dream a little bit, shall we? So now we know what the points are. We know what we can earn along the way. We probably need to maybe see if we can mentor and support our teams just a little bit and open that belief window so that way they can believe in themselves a little bit and actually see how possible it is to get there. So let's just dream a little bit. This could be you, or this could be someone on your team. Let's say that they're a top seller with Avon. Okay, and maybe they've never earned a trip before. So how great of a tool would it be to be able to show them what it is that they need to do besides what they're already doing and kind of break it down a little bit. So think of yourself and think of a goal that you have for this year. Can it be achieved in a week? Probably not. But could it be achieved if we broke it into bite-sized pieces per campaign, per quarter, per month, whatever that might be, and make that goal a little bit achievable? That's what this is going to do for you. So Tammy, pop up on our screen real quick this fabulous little graph that we came up with. And this is all a part of a great calculator that you guys are going to get sent to you at the end of this call along with the recording. In case you want to review any points or share with your team, you can feel free to do that as well. So this is a calculator that I've created, and it's shared and used for everybody, but this is an easy way to calculate out, okay, well, I've done this. I've got this many more points to go. What else do I need? So the scenario that you guys see on your screen is a top seller. So she's placing over $500 orders every single campaign, campaigns 1 through 8. So she's killing it. And we put her down with 9. So keep in mind, campaigns 1 through 8 is 8, but when you double it, that will give you 9. Okay, so that's 1,800 points alone right there. Has she earned anything yet?
The towel.
The towel, yes. So how excited do you think she's going to be in her next order when she gets the towel?
I think she'll love her towel.
Right? Well, hey, does she want more? So
As we all do.
Yeah, you want a little bit more. Hey, the next one is a tote. Would you be interested in that? You know, let's see what else she needs to do. Okay. So also on here, she wants to recruit 3 people. Let's say maybe she used her Instagram or Facebook page and see who wanted an all expense paid trip. Well, awesome. She had 3 friends that wanted to join. Well, when you recruit someone personally, that's 300 points for each one, 900 total. So now she's at 2,700 points. Has she earned anything with that yet? What'd she earn? Yeah, the tote, absolutely. Is she excited?
Mm-hmm.
Probably. So we should probably keep going. Well, keep in mind when you have 3 people placing orders on your team and you're a top seller, you're placing over a $500 order. Don't you think that would probably create maybe a bronze ambassador title promotion?
Yes.
So yeah, that's 1,000 points for her and 500 points for you. So that helps you out even more as well. So now she has, I didn't remember the math on this, but now she's earned over 3,000. So she's got the makeup and brush set too. The kicker on this is every time one of those new people places an order of $150 or more in the following campaigns, she's going to get an extra 100 points for each one of them. So that's why you're seeing 18 on there. That's going to give her 5,500 points, well over what she needs to actually achieve. So tell me what some of your thoughts are on this.
I would say look at your team members to see who's close to promoting and who's the top sales, and and mentor those folks.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of my favorite phrases from a leader is all you got to do, right? All you got to do is this.
Yeah.
And you've got it. Absolutely. So let's pop on and let's dream a little bit more. Let's think about those new representatives a little bit, shall we, Tammy?
Absolutely.
So what are some points that we can do with those new representatives? Because remember, they've just started, right? So looking at the new representative, and you see the one up in the upper left-hand corner, you know, she may not have that $500 in sale mark, and that's okay. That's where her business is at, but she's still accumulating points along the way. And also don't forget about the Kickstart program too as well, with extra bonus money there. Also in here, she's got herself 4 new personal friends that she recruited. So that's 1,200 points. She's sitting at 1,900 points by just placing her order every campaign and bringing on 4 new people. Has she earned anything yet? Tammy's shaking her head. Thanks, Tammy. Yes, she has. She's earned a towel. And she's also earned 40% probably on each one of those orders as well. So she's getting some money in her pocket. Plus, we want to encourage those new people to be placing those orders every single campaign by us training and mentoring them. So there's the extra $100 or 100 points that you see for her. And then guess what? She's got 4 people on her team placing consistent orders. That's going to be a bonus as far as advancement. And it's also going to be a bonus of a mentor promotion for you. So she checked out at 5,300 points. So Tammy, let's give them one more scenario with new representatives, because there's just so many combinations that we should just give some examples, okay?
And you know, Lane, if they're thinking right now, the leaders that are on this call, 4 recruits and she just signs up today, you have to remember that's until April. Okay, everybody knows, you know, 50 people on their list. They're going to find 4 friends that want to go to Los Cabos with them and that want the 40% and love Avon. It's not that hard. It really isn't. So only 4 people by April. That's it. I mean,
all you got to do.
All you got to do, Lane. It's all you got to do.
all you got to do. So, plus, you know, it's really about thinking, well, they're going to get $50 bonus checks for that. And then they got a residual income, that weeks that we all on this call are loving. So let's roll through one more. All right. We've got a new representative and she is just kicking it. So she actually placed in her last campaign over a $500 order. So she got an extra 200 points for that. Plus, she also hit the personal award sales goal for her first 6 campaigns too as well. And we also had her not with as much success with making sure those people place additional orders, but she had some success. Pretty good success actually, but she was really in that engine of really recruiting and adding people to her team, and just getting the word out of what she's doing. So even though her sales weren't there as far as being perfect and strong, but what she was doing to grow her business was strong and developing that team. So she also got a leadership title advancement, which is an extra 1,000, which is 500 for you, which is a great little bonus. Just think, those $500 title advancements for mentors are just adding up, aren't they, Tammy? I think we're at, what, 1,500 already?
And the beautiful thing is, you know, you're talking about these 2 situations. The first situation, she did better in sales and recruited 4 people. She earned the trip for 1. But look at the second situation where she really didn't do as well in sales, but look what it did for her points that she earned. Mm-hmm. She actually earned the trip for 2 by bringing on more team members. So, yep. You know, that's just, you know, if you think about that, you're thinking, so where are the points? So, you know, right there, 300 points each time you bring on someone. And then take advantage. You still have, what, a week left for campaign 2 to double those points for personal new recruits in Alma? I mean, think about that. 600 points, Lane, to bring one person, one qualified new recruit on, if you can do that in the next week.
And also leveraging to her success and the residual income that gives you too as well, not just the trip. So absolutely, we need to help our people dream a little bit about what it could look like for them. And as our job as mentors, as leaders, as coaches, however you see yourself, that's part of our job is to reach to them and to help them believe a little bit in themselves as well, because there is enough room for all of us to win, and when we all win, we all have more fun. So
that's right. And you know, this could be the little push that you've been talking to that person on your team and they just haven't got there yet for that title advancement. This could be that little push to help them dream, like Lane said.
Absolutely.
So it can happen.
It can happen. And guys, we're going to share this calculator with you when we send out the replay, so no worries on that. So let's kind of recap tonight and kind of go over what are these next steps. And a famous saying is, failing to plan is planning to fail. So if you don't plan what it is you see yourself doing, how do you expect your team to plan on what they can actually do? We have to help them along a little bit. So get a piece of paper out, get your pen out. We know Lori has been doing that all evening, writing furiously, my kind of girl. So write this out right now. What will you do today, tonight, preferably before, tomorrow evening, because it's all about doing it now. What is the map? How are you going to figure out who it is on your team that you're going to work with on this? How are you going to determine that? So think about that for a minute. Okay, everybody got it? Any feedback or anything anyone wants to add when it comes to this question?
And is it just your team? Is it just your team that you're mapping out? I mean, when you think about your goal and where you want to be in this, winning prizes, winning Los Cabos, winning the money, winning, getting mentor bonuses, what you want and where you want to be. So is it just your team, or are there other people on that list that love trips, that love products, that love prizes?
And I was speaking with Whitney Klein. She was on here a little bit earlier, but she had to jump off. She had mentioned something today that was a great little nugget. She said that she was reaching down into her team, not in just that first generation, to find those people that have success. So they may not just be in your first generation. It may be an opportunity for you to dig down a little bit deeper to mentor someone on up. Keep in mind, will only help you. So making sure that we don't ex-nay anybody out of this. So what will you do today to map out who you will work with? So think about what that means. Is it someone that's currently on your team? Maybe it's someone that's not even on your team yet. How are you going to determine what your success is and how you're going to do this? So second one is figure out what is the point values that you need to do to get there. So we're going to share this calculator with you. So we would love, Tammy and I would love for you to share it back with us on what your game plan is and what you see yourself doing. And that way we can cheer you on and hold you accountable and make sure that we all get there together. Okay. What's our next one, Tammy? What will you do in order to lock in sales and the new representative piece? So now you've put out your points, figured out what you're going to do. What are you going to do to get there? What are you going to do to impact that? So have specific things that you're looking to do every single campaign to map out that success.
And
is there any? Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Marie says she shared her calculator on her group.
Love it.
And everything on her group. I love that.
Love it. Love it. Marie, have you gotten any feedback yet from anybody?
So far, only Sharon.
Sharon, okay.
My newest trip.
That's awesome. Because keep in mind, those new ones, those are the ones that are firecrackers usually. We like new ones.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And you know what? Sometimes it just takes one, or it just takes one success to get that ball rolling. So
also had Sharon share a picture of her towel in the group.
Oh, perfect. That's awesome. That's awesome, Marie. Well, I know you're not going to let Sharon go to Mexico by herself. You're going to be by your side. So that's going to be a ton of fun. Any other ideas as far as what you guys plan on doing, strategies to lock in the sales or the new representative piece to make sure that you are on this trip, or you want the cash?
What is one thing that you can do to ensure the sales piece, $500 or more each campaign? What's one thing you could plan out?
Order more books.
Get your books.
I heard order books.
Order books, yeah.
What are the other ideas?
Get the books out there in people's hands.
Yes, get them out there. Get them in people's hands. They do no good in the trunk, right?
No.
What other ideas are out there?
Well, you can do home parties. You can push our new items, our new products that are coming up that are so exciting. Of course, share the samples like I've in campaign, is it 2 or 3? 3. I'm putting the Aspira drink things in their books and things like just share like you always do. And I always try to get new customers that I've never had before. Like they've never bought from me before. And I always try to get at least one person. I'm happy if I get one person that's never ordered from me before.
Yeah, that's awesome. Always looking for those new customers. Either we have to figure out how to get our existing customers to order more, or we've got to find new customers to get ordering. So I've heard books, order more books, get your books out, parties.
Sampling.
What else are strategies? Sampling. Yes, that was another one. Sampling. I love the sampling one too.
Talk to everybody.
Marie talks to everybody. Absolutely.
Lori, what's your new strategy this year?
My new strategy? Oh, is to totally go away from passing out books in person and gathering up orders myself. So taking it electronic, in other words.
Online store.
Direct. Yeah.
Man, Lori is a very, very, very busy person, and that's her new thing is she's going to direct her customers online. So more online store orders, and that's anywhere, you know.
Mm-hmm. And people can shop instantly with you. Our website is just like shopping Amazon. You know, if they've got a PayPal account, I don't even have to get up to go get my credit card. Like, it's just all right there. And if you think about it, if you get someone on your online store and you get them shopping, if they don't have to get up to do anything to finish their checkout, they're more likely to place that order. That happened to me today, by the way. So let's talk about this last one. And this is the kicker. It might kick you in the gut just a little bit. But we are Avon leaders. We never give up. So what will plan B look like if your plan A isn't going like you thought it would? And I put a ... at the end because that's going to be a brainstorming one. Has anybody had a scenario where it didn't quite work out the way that they thought it, and halfway through they realized that they needed to revamp their strategy? Does that happen to anybody?
Doesn't it happen to everybody?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, when does it not happen?
Yes, that's a better question. When has it not happened? I think everyone has took it in the stomach a few times, but we are defined of who we are by what we do when those things happen to us, and that we keep persevering and keep going. And that is really how we are leaders, because we don't give up and we don't let others give up on themselves. So think about that too when you're planning this out. Okay, what if I don't get those 10 personal recruits? What is my plan B? What am I going to do to revamp it? And making sure you're checking your progress all along the way. You've got that great tracker on Vibe. You're going to be receiving this calculator. It's all about being proactive and helping your team do that as well. So what will plan B look like if it's not going like you saw it? So, ladies,
go out tailgating.
Go out tailgating. Yeah, mix it up. Do something that makes you a little nervous and a little scared, because you're probably going to have some success with it.
But it's so much fun.
It is so much fun. That's how we grow, right?
That's right.
It's going to make us a better person.
That's right. It's a new year, new us, right?
It is. It's a new year and it's a new us. Absolutely. And speaking of that, this isn't just it. We're going to check in, and we're going to check in with strategies with each of you, and also on our next call, because it's not just stopping here. We've got to keep the ball rolling. So February 7th at 8:30, it's also going to be campaign 5. We're going to be right here to check in with you guys with new topics on this, new strategies and success stories, and ideas of things that are working. And we want you to bring those to the table too as well. So the last thing that we are leaving you ladies with tonight, unless you've got questions, because we can stay on for that, is what is your next step in motivating your team to get rolling on this? And I don't think I have that written down, so sorry, Tammy. What is the next step to help your team get rolling on this?
Well, show them the opportunity, like you have shared with us, and to have a team meeting, use the calculator, have them to, say for themselves what they can do.
Beautiful. So Lori, when is our team meeting going to be?
Soon.
I'll pencil it in. So just to kind of revert back to that real quick, I love what you said. Have a team meeting, get the people informed, and do it like now, okay? Just like some of the questions that you guys asked. Because keep in mind, when Tammy opened and asked a question of, how do you get to Los Cabos? We had a couple people say that they didn't have a clue. So keep in mind that, let's not let that be the scenario on your team. How do we let everybody be in the know? Because you never know who wants to earn a trip. Tammy, what else is there tonight?
I'm just so excited because I really believe that we have the right people and the right teams. And it's just about communication, Lane. It's that easy of, like you said, I mean, take the simple steps. And Avon has done everything to put it out there for you and to help you along the way. So don't miss the opportunity. I remember that so well when someone told me you've missed an opportunity. You don't want to miss an opportunity. And right now, today is your opportunity to get out on social media, get your feet on the streets, and really share what you've learned this evening and what you already knew. So I'm excited to meet with you all again February the 7th, but also I'm here tomorrow too. I mean, if you have questions and, you know, we want to have a conference call with your team, whatever, but what the great thing is you're going to have this video to share to get them started so they didn't miss out. And thank everybody for being on the call. I really appreciate you. And we're going to talk to you soon. So bye, everybody.
Have a good night. Bye.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Happy
Bye,
New Year.
everybody.
Bye. Bye. Bye.